Perfect.
Hey, y'all. Hey! Happy Friday. Welcome back. It's another edition of Queens of the Ring. I am Nik J, and this is my partner in crime, BOXIANA. Friend, how you doing today?
Hey, friend, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. How are you today?
I'm making it. I made it. Friend, you look beauteous today. You look luxurious today. Girl, you stepping on next today. Where you going?
We look like Oreo. I said we look like Oreo.
Right.
We do.
Ebony and ivory. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, we ain't gonna be cut up.
Okay, yeah, we ain't gonna cut
we ain't cut up like that.
We ain't gonna cut up like that. How y'all doing? Come on in the house. Come on in the room. What's up, Chris? Chris came in with the shits. Did y'all see Calvin Ford and Bill going there? We gonna talk about it. What's up, Comeback Tool Bag? Hey, Miami. I hope you still in here. What's up, Marcus? Hey, Pablo Escobar. How you doing, Dre Finest? Hey, Keisha Sellers, girl. How you doing? Hey, Coach 67 Sports TV. How are you? Shua Allah. How you doing? Hey Harvey, how you doing? Hey, Karma girl, the Keggy, how you doing? Hey Jason, all around strong, T9's boxing. Swat Jones, how you doing? Swat Jones, thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Blessed to Fish, how are you? D21519. I see you all up in the chat box. Frank from the land, how are you? Hey Mahari, how you doing, Abil? Jason Williams, TZ Frank. Come on down. Come on. You come on down to the center, the front, and the row. All right. Because I got a few words for you, TZ. And it's in love. It's all in love. But I got some words for you. Okay. Knockout Kings, how you doing? What's up, Sean Clark? Phenomenal Mexican. Acondo, how are you doing? What's up, Trillium? How are you? Hey, Coach Amber and Kizzy and Miss Jackie and Tiana Scott and Random Thoughts. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in. And let me just address this right now. I don't know if y'all know, but I participated in a boxing debate on Knockout 86 TV's channel. He has a cool little debate series that he does on his channel. And BOXIANA and I have both been judges, but neither of us have ever been actual contestants or, participated. Well, he had it on hiatus because of the holidays. And so he came back this year, and I participated in the very first debate of 2023. I also happen to have been the first female to debate on his show. And if y'all come here and y'all see what we do, y'all know I was gonna be prepared, right? So I went on ahead and got the victory, like y'all should have known that I was. But Mr. TZ Frank came to the post and left a message. He could have felt this way and not said nothing, but he came and left a message and said, I still love you, Nik J, but you finna catch this L. Something to that effect. I might be paraphrasing a little bit. Can y'all believe him? Can y'all believe he doubted me like that? Friend. How dare he? How dare he? Where you at, TZ Frank? Where you at?
He didn't left.
Bring your ass. Come on back. We gotta go get TZ Frank.
Friend, I was very proud of you the way you handled yourself. You handled yourself very professional.
Thank you, friend. I tried. I really did try. It was fun. It was fun, but it's a bit challenging, I must admit. But fun nonetheless. And for those of you who don't know, my friend over here, she like I'll be chilling, but y'all know how BOXIANA is. So if she steps, she gonna step big. So BOXIANA stepped huge, and she called out BFTB. Okay, so BOXIANA and BF will be going at it in KO's debate series, not next week, but the week after next. We'll let y'all know so y'all can tune in, and I'm gonna be in the chat for her, just like she was in the chat for me, cutting all the way up. Now I love BF, I love him, but it is what it is, and y'all are gonna be very surprised as to what the debate is gonna be.
Oh, he didn't already said it.
Oh, he said.
Tell y'all because we're gonna debate Tank versus Devin, and it's not gonna go how you guys is gonna think it's gonna go because I'm not debating for Devin.
You're gonna be debating for Tank,
and I am
the silver tooth child.
The silver tooth child.
Oh shit, friend. This is going to be good. Y'all, I will be sure to post in the community page. Make sure that y'all give a reminder so everybody can tune in. It's going to be BOXIANA the Menace going against Best Fight the Best on KO 76 Boxing TV's channel. Y'all don't want to miss that. So moving on. Don't be betting against us. And show don't bring your behind. Go ahead.
Don't never bet against us.
Not never.
Betting against us is crazy. Like, I think people think, friend, we just up here, two decent looking faces. We just up here for the looks and the attention. I don't think they think we really watch boxing as much as we do.
They couldn't possibly think that at this point. At this point, that could not still be what they're thinking.
They do. They still do think that. They still do think that we don't know what we're talking about. Like, we still just new, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. That's the fish. Me too.
What'd he say?
BFTV is the devil.
Okay, well. What's up, Big Ray? Big Ray says, congrats on the stoppage, Miss Nik J. Salute, Queens. And thank you. Thank you kindly. I appreciate it. So we have one fight card this week. It's a little dry. It's a little dry this week. Fight cards are a little dry. So we'll end the show with the fight card weigh-ins and predictions. But it's an ESPN card featuring two heavyweights. And we'll get to that. But there was some news. Breaking news this week. Okay. And the big breaking news, there's a lot of news, but the big breaking news of the week is the possibility. Now, hear me clear when I say possibility. You see these quotation marks because nothing has been confirmed. And this is giving me the same kind of possibility that they were given when they said Spence and Crawford were fighting on the 19th of November. We need to see how that went. Okay. But supposedly, we're going to get Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence at 154. Friend, how do you feel about that? What do you do? You think it's real? And if you do, how do you feel about it? Just I need to know how you feel about this.
I'm fucking ecstatic.
Are you?
Yeah. It's better than Budrick versus David Alopecia Nashinin, whatever the fuck his goddamn name is. It's better than that. And me and Ness had a little yelling match earlier in the week about this conversation, because he seems to think that this is trash and Errol is holding up the belts. And I got to thinking, you didn't have this same energy you got for this fight for Bud versus David Avenesian. But I've been hearing a lot of people say, oh, well, we wouldn't care if the fight was at 147. Y'all complain about everything? Like, do y'all want to go back to a time where people was just fighting wherever they wanted to fight? Or do y'all want to fight for the belts? Or do you want to fight for some belts and not fight for other belts? Like, I be confused at what y'all be wanting. What do y'all want? I have to disagree. Like, this is a good fight still, regardless if done about. I don't like Keith Thurman. But regardless of if I don't like Keith Thurman, I am still going to watch this fight. And then he got his ass up there. He was like, I'm gonna steal this fight.
Who said that?
Ness did, bro. Yes, Mr. I don't steal fights. Yes. Friend, I was so disappointed. Like, that's my show. Like, I like watching that show in the morning. Like, fuck me up. Yeah, he's boycotting the shit out of this. And his folks is in the chat talking about, well, we not watching it. Like, they gonna watch it, but they have a definite 100% plan to stream it.
Well, those are probably the same people who have been streaming Errol Spence Jr. fights. So I'm not that concerned about it. But it is off-putting. I hate that Ness is out there pushing that. Did he push for that when Bud was fighting David?
I asked him if they bought the BLK prom fight, and Danny bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Danny said he bought it because the excuse was Ness didn't buy it, but Danny bought it. But Ness got so much to say about stealing the Thurman fight. How did you watch Bud versus David Avenesian if y'all two wasn't together and y'all bought it? But I ain't getting people business. People watch, they get up and say one thing and be doing another. So with that being
said, giving Ness don't buy nobody fight is what it's really. That's what it sounds like.
But I'm not here to like shame and shadow nobody. It's just, I think it's fucked up. We do a lot of complaining about boxing, regardless of which division this fight is in. Bud didn't want to fight Errol, okay? So now Errol got another fight. Everybody's fucking complaining, which we knew they were going to do that in the first place. Because all we do as boxing fans is complain. Like, if you gonna watch the fight, watch the fight. If you don't, Errol's still gonna sell. Like, regardless of whatever y'all want to do. You don't watch it, cool. Like, but just like people didn't buy Bud's fight, not offered to buy that fight for people. Nobody was like, okay. All right.
Well, the wild thing is, it's not that he's not gonna watch it. He gonna watch it. Because he got to watch it, because that's what his show is about. You have to be informed if you're going to get up on a stage and talk boxing. But that's just not a good look. I hate that he did that. I really hate that he did that. Because like you said, it may not be the fight that we wanted, but it's a damn sure better fight than what Bud ran off and did. And Bud is the reason why we didn't get the fight that we all wanted. So why are you mad at Spence?
I don't know what that is real. I don't know. It's weird. But they said, and Danny said he bought the Bud fight, so it would help Bud have equal leverage and feel when it comes to the negotiation. But I retweeted something the other day because Bud got on Twitter. Do you want to roll all this together since we finna roll it all together.
Roll it all together.
When the circulation of Spence versus Thurman came, who got on Twitter?
Your favorite magician, your favorite disappearing artist. He pops back up magically.
Crazy. It's strange. I'm pretty sure you're on vacation right now.
I mean, enjoy the tigers and the elephants, sir.
And while you're there, find some lotion, because I blame karma. I blame karma for what I just said. Because if it wasn't for her bringing it back to my mind, I would have completely forgot that. I scrolled right past that picture. I scroll back down, looked at it to be sure, and kept scrolling. My no, not to embarrass me like that. Like, you remember your mama used to grease you down because she didn't want you go out ashy in public and cracked up and grease. We need to get back to them time. Grease your children so they remind themselves as adults to grease themselves as adults. But he got on Twitter and was like, "Yep, hey, I knew," with the emoji with the hands up. What the fuck did you know?
That he wasn't gonna fight. That's what he knew. He wasn't gonna fight Errol Spence. That's the hell he knew.
I mean, because like, wasn't you negotiating for this fight, and then all of a sudden you disappeared, and here comes David Avanesyan. Then after your fight with David Avanesyan, instead of you saying Errol Spence Jr., I want you next, you said, I hope we can go back to the drawing board so we can make these big fights happen. Sit your dumb ass down, because why do we need to go back to the damn drawing board? And you had already previously agreed to what you wanted. Why are we going back to the drawing board? That's why we need to stop doing them after interview fights, because of shit like that.
Exactly. They don't be in their right frame of mind. They do not. They are not. They are not. It's just very disappointing all the way around. I really hate that Ness is out there putting that out in the atmosphere. I'm reading the comments and folks are saying that it's like a real life beef between he and EJ. Like EJ just really doesn't like him, and it's because he won't give him an interview apparently.
But you know what's crazy? If you go look at that show, he got the big fish shirts sitting right at the edge of the table. Like, you had to purchase those shirts because Errol didn't give them to you, so they could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are on the table for you to see. Like, I was like, what's going on here? This is very, very strange. Like, I'm weirded by this conversation. But for you to say this is trash and Errol is holding up the division when you were perfectly fine with David Avanesyan and Budrick Crawford, it was strange to me to watch. I don't know what to say. I was strange.
So Bud is holding up the division, but we could have had an undisputed fight in November. Say it again. Yeah, EJ. EJ's holding up the division according to Ness. But we could have had a whole undisputed fight in November had Crawford signed the paperwork that he said he agreed to.
And you know what the main question is about this whole thing when we start talking about it, and we talking about this, you cannot not bring up Bud. And the big question is why does everybody keep bringing up Bud? And like, he's really trying to make a big deal about Errol and Keith fighting at 154. What if Errol took him up to 154 to be a bitch? Because he don't want Keith fighting for his titles, even though Keith is his mandatory. You know what I'm saying? If he go back down, beat Bud, take Bud belt, he can drop them bitches, and Keith can take his bitch ass back down to 147, do his thing. Is that how it goes? Am I right?
That is. No, that's feasible. That's feasible. And see what he did to me, this was a flex to me, because what it said to me was, no, I'm not holding up the division because the division was held up in November. Okay, that the division was held up in November when Bud decided to walk away. So no, I'm not holding up the division. I'm gonna get me a fight in 154, see how I like it, because I can do that. I'm gonna see how I like it. I won't vacate any of my belts because I can do that. Okay, nobody else can do that, but I can. Okay, and I'm gonna see what it do at 154. I'm gonna go ahead on and fight Keith Thurman. Get this out the way if that happens. And believe me, I'm still not all the way sold that happens, because he was vehement about that. But again, if it does happen, he's fighting him at 54. So nothing is at stake. It's just a good fight. It's just a good ass fight. Okay. So I have no problem with a good ass fight, whether belts are in the midst or not. I have no problem with a good ass fight. And as much as Keith Thurman get on my damn nerves, he can still fight. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all and act like he can't fight. The man can still fight. He just get on my nerves. I'm not a huge fan, but he can fight though. We'll see what he has left. And people are complaining about 154. How y'all know Keith didn't want it at 154? Cause Keith be chunky. Okay, he be having issues making, not issues, but he get out of control when he ain't fighting. He be a little thick.
And Keith be lying, just like Keith lied about them goddamn gloves with Mario Barrios.
Well,
so everybody keeps saying, "Oh, it's Errol that requested that." Y'all don't know shit, really. None of us really know shit.
Not a thing. This is all speculation.
It is. But I don't like for people to sit up and act like they are 1000% sure about some shit. This is what this is. Shut the fuck up, because you don't know. You don't talk to these people, and your sources are just like my sources. They messy. All these sources are going around telling these channels different shit, so everybody can report different shit about the same thing.
Exactly.
Give it a
Which
rest.
means don't nobody know nothing.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So very interesting that he took that route. But that is the news of the day. EJ fighting at 154, possibly Keith Thurman. I was always, once everything went sideways with him and Bud, I was like, screw Bud, screw them belts, and move up to 154. The only fight that I wanted to see him at 147 in, if it wasn't going to be Bud, was Boots. And after Boots' last performance, I don't think nobody really want to see that no more. So, very ironic that after that performance is when we got this news as well. Because I tend to believe if he had done what he had been doing to opponents, EJ may have entertained him at 147. But it makes no sense for him to do it now, beat him up, and with the performance he just had, and people be like, well, he wasn't ready. Y'all knew from his last performance he wasn't ready. Go ahead.
So I got a question.
Yes.
So when Errol beat Keith, and he say, I'm going to spin the block, you want to make a little wager that Bud's going to need another fight?
Oh, you ain't got to make no wager with me, because I know he don't want that fight. I told y'all a long time ago that man don't want to fight.
I want to know what the excuse is going to be for these Bud Dick Riders after Errol beat Keith and he say, let's spin the block. What's going to be the excuse from Budrick's team now? Y'all going to have to give me a good, valid excuse after that. Because if he get in that ring and say, I'm spinning the block, not spend the block, I'm spinning the block. When he say I'm spinning the block, what's going to be the excuse from that fucking team then? Because we got to go back to the drawing board. Don't sound like I'm ready to spin the block. Spinning the block mean I'm coming for what I gave your ass previously. Do you want it or not?
Bud Crawford versus Blair Cobb coming to a BLK ring near you.
Yesterday's price.
For him, for Bud, yesterday's price is still the same price because that pay-per-view didn't put no dent in nothing.
I don't know, friend. I think it's gonna be a little bit less. I think it's gonna be a little.
Oh, you talking about if he's negotiating with EJ?
We gotta go.
Go
back. You either gonna take what I gave you or take less, because you will not get more. Because your ass didn't do a goddamn thing on BLK. And if they have that fight on BLK Prime, dear God,
that fight not gonna be on BLK. But Al Heyman is not gonna allow that to happen, and Errol Spence Jr. is not gonna allow that to happen. Do you think he finna take his 4 belts off of the network that he been fighting on to go to BLK Prime? I think not.
It would be the most unniggerous thing to do ever. He would be out of his motherfucking mind to do that shit. To go, listen, I'm sorry. Until Adrian Broner get his ass in the ring for BLK Prime, I can't believe in nothing else. I can't believe in nothing else. And I know how y'all are. I know we black over here. I know we black. And I know I'm supposed to be, oh, you supposed to. Yeah. Okay, so listen, here's the deal with that. I can only do that for so much and so long because it's not giving what it's supposed to give. It's giving 25-cent wings and 2 sodas. That's what it's giving. And I don't like it very much. Okay, friend, go ahead.
Thank you, Big Snack Pack. Thank you, Big Snack Pack. We appreciate it. Thank you for coming through. Hey, Corey Parker. He says, hey, Nik J. Hey, Corey. How you doing? Hey, Sheena girl with the super sticker. How are you? And so we'll leave it at that. I'm not about to dwell on if EJ is fighting Thurman until I hear it from him. Yeah. Anything other than that is pure speculation as far as I'm concerned. Um, so what else was going on Twitter, honey? I heard I've been kind of busy today, so I wasn't up on the boxing news, but I heard it got a little feisty today. So what's going on with the Twitter tea?
Seems to be, well, this ain't made it to Twitter yet. This was more of YouTube. Apparently, Bill and Coach Calvin then had some mentions of the words.
So we talking about Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father and manager, and Calvin Ford, who is Gervonta Tank Davis's coach. Okay. Trainer, father figure, trainer. Man. So what in the world had happened?
I don't know the exact detail of the words, but if you watch this show, you would remember a couple of weeks ago I told you that young William was on a channel making assumptions of, oh, he was actually on the fucking Boxing Voice. Now that I'm thinking about it, talking to Ness and fucking Danny. Saying, pay your trainer. Then he looked dead at the camera and was like, pay your trainer. We already knew who he was alluding to, but he decided to just come on out and say it again on national television. So now this is recircling itself. And I'm assuming those had to do with those words that was said on Pay Your Trainer. But apparently it was very, 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 very spicy. The spiciest.
Like Ghost Pepper Hot.
Ghost Pepper Hot. Carolina Reaper.
Oh my.
But I mean, slowly, it looks strange because it seemed like it'd be sides, and then when you look at the sides and then you look at your side and you be looking at the other shit, you be like, God damn, man, this is really strange that I'm sitting here looking at this shit the way I'm looking at it, and it's giving. I don't like it. I don't know. Them belts, it gotta be them belts got taint on it, and it didn't fuck with Devin. It got on the daddy. He touched them.
You've always said that about them belts. You said when Devin got them belts, he needed to do a sage spiritual cleaning.
He didn't listen to his mama.
He said
that. He needed to burn them bitches in his backyard. There's some taint on them fucking belts. It didn't get on the baby. It got on the daddy.
Y'all, I want y'all to stop this shit. I'm talking specifically to Bill and Calvin. Y'all too grown for this foolishness. Y'all, stop this, please. Keep it boxing. Y'all, God dog.
Ugh. Why is we... Okay, so I know everybody likes the drama in boxing, and I know we're building Tank versus Devin because that's the fight that we all want to see, right?
Right. And it's not going to happen to 2024 if it happens.
But when it comes to counting folks' pockets, and as grown, I say stuff to y'all all the time, and I know y'all don't hear me. So I'm going to say them to you again. And I tell them when I'm watching the Boxing Voice and them guys being there saying Daddy Al and Al Daddy and all that shit like that, I say, as a grown man, ask yourself, say Daddy on your couch right now and tell me how you feel. after you say it. Is that weird to you? Do you feel weird once you get up there and call another grown man daddy? As a grown man, you should not be saying sass daddies. That's what I've been calling them, sass daddies. I don't like the sass daddiness going on around here. It's weird. It's really weird. And we cannot, as people, be watching folks' pockets.
No, that's not cool.
We can't watch people's pockets. That's giving. I don't want to say that again. Then my family, like,
we've been tough loving 2 weeks in a row now.
next time it's gonna sound worse than what it sounds right now. It's gonna sound very, very, very bad next time because it's getting to the point where the shit finna hit the fan.
Right. It's not a keep it boxing. Just keep it boxing. You have all the ammunition just to keep it boxing. That's all I'm saying. Keep it boxing. And all this back and forth with grown ass men about what money they may or may not have is unnecessary. It really is. I mean,
to insinuate that another grown man isn't taking care of his father figure, his trainer. Coach Calvin would have been in the tank as long as he have. He loved that boy. He loved that boy. And maybe Coach Calvin didn't train enough fucking trainers in his life where he said, maybe he just doing this because he really loved Tank. Maybe he don't need that bread.
Well, the thing is, you don't know what that man got. You don't know. Don't assume.
But why are we worried about it?
What? Yeah, that ain't none of my business.
It's giving none of my business. I weave. It's giving I want to go get my nails done. It's giving I want to go get my toes done. Gucci Louis bag, furry slippers. It's giving. It's giving Starbucks. Extra whipped cream. I don't want to live this life with grown ass men acting like that. Stop. We can be right without all this sass daddiness. Stop the sass daddiness. You don't need it. Calling another girl. Now it's giving these. We see these boys out, and we don't know the price of the jewelry because we know what's that bald head football player Chad?
Yeah,
wearing fake shit to save him. Okay, fine, cool. These young boys, they watch too much TV. They get that money, and the first thing they want to do is go spend it on jewelry. They go and they buy this jewelry. So we know they might got a little something on them, a little something. I'm not counting their pockets because I don't give a shit. But they taking care of themselves. Their team look happy. If Coach Calvin wasn't happy, if he wasn't getting paid, if he didn't get what he thought he deserved, he wouldn't be there. I'm pretty sure that man been doing this long enough. He got enough respect for himself not to take shit that he don't want to take.
Right. And it just ain't nobody's business, though.
That's daddy's.
It just ain't nobody's business. You know, keep it boxing, man. Keep it boxing. It is no reason why we have to go down that road. That just is uncalled for, as far as I'm concerned. And it just ain't. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. It's not a good look. Okay, is there any other Twitter tweet that's going on? What else going on?
You know, there's always a little bit of something. I am what did we do? A fight that's circling around on Twitter that people want to see. Mean Machine and Boots. But somebody and a lot of people are saying Vila that fought Rashidi Ellis and Boots.
I still want to see Rashidi and Boots. Actually,
I do not.
I do. I want to see that.
I don't know why you want to. Why, friend?
Because I think that's a good fight. I think Speedy Rashidi got what he needed to get out of the fight. I still don't think he lost that fight, but that's what the judges say. I think he's going to be better for it. I think he needed all 12 of those rounds. And I think he's going to be a better fighter. And I think the same about Boots. I think it's going to be a good fight for them. To me, that's like, well, I won't say that because I think both of them are a little bit more talented than Michelle Rivera. But I think it's a good fight. It's a good competitive fight for two. And Rashidi's not young. You know, Rashidi ain't young, but it's a good competitive fight between two contenders. So I still want to see that. I mean, I know people don't want them to not potentially Rashidi to get another loss or for Boots to get a loss because I ain't still sold that Boots just gonna wipe his clock like that. But I think it's a good fight. I still think that's a good fight.
What do you think about Eddie Hearn and his comments about young Gervonta?
Oh, friend.
I couldn't wait to ask you that.
Friend, there were multiple layers. I felt a lot of different emotions. And you know, two things can be right at the same time, right? Two things that are completely different can be right at the same damn time. My issue was more so that he said that shit out loud and on record. I mean, you can think that all day long. I'm not going to even be mad at him for thinking it because I too have questioned young Gervonta. I could do that though. Okay. I feel like I can do that because I'm doing it in love, out of love. You know, I want the best for him. Eddie, on the other hand, sir, you cannot say that out loud. And then after you make the statement, you say, I mean no disrespect. Bitch, you knew it was disrespect when you first said it. Why would you do that? Why would you say, and I hope Mike Tyson heard him and catch him slipping. Why would you do that? Why would you say that out loud about that man like that? Why would
He basically said loud monkey baboon ass. That's what he said out loud.
That was awful. I could not believe he said that. And I can't believe he ain't been made to make a fucking public apology about it.
And we all know Mike Tyson is very articulate. Very articulate. Like, why would you try to compare? And I think I get what he was trying to say, but he should have said fearless because Mike Tyson nor Gervonta are scared of anything.
No.
That's what I think. He got confused on his words. I'm not gonna make no excuse for him. He knew what the fuck what he was saying.
He knew exactly what he was saying.
He articulates well. So with that being said, you knew what you was doing.
You knew exactly what you were doing, and they need to catch him outside. Somebody need to catch him outside because that was a low down dig.
Trying to catch him outside for the last 2 years.
Who?
Lenny.
Let me read this super chat. Tavis Smith, how you doing? He says Al Heyman getting money. He getting his fighters money, and he's getting his artist money. He levels above the people. He's levels above the people that be talking shit, and they hate that because they hate that Al. Because wait a minute. Oh, they hate Al because they ain't Al. Very well said, Tavis. Very well said. They big mad. They big mad, and they even bigger mad because they do all this talking about this man, and he never responds. He doesn't fuel any fire. They can say what they want to say, then it'll die down. Then somebody else will come back and say something else, and then it'll die down because he's never giving fuel to the fire. You can think what you want to think all day long. All he's doing is working, and you see the proof in the fights. So, back to Eddie Hearn. I wish Lenny would catch him outside. If he's been trying for the last 2 years, this ought to be the one that make him stake out. Because this was so disrespectful. It was so disrespectful. But you know what? I hope that it also lights a fire under Gervonta to want, and his response was really good. I really loved his response. He was like, yeah, I'm that uneducated, or that whatever he called him. He said, but I was smart enough to know not to sign with you, which was a great stinging comeback. That was great, Tank. That was absolutely wonderful. But I hope this, like, what you say, what you do, what you look like, those give people indicators on who you are when they don't know you personally. So all of that shit really does matter. Okay. That's the message in this. What you say, how you say it, what you do, how you do it, what you look like, all plays a part in people's perception. Now I know, because I'm the biggest person. I don't give a damn about what folks think about me, especially people who don't know me. I don't care. However, I'm very mindful of how I present myself to the world. Okay. So if you draw the wrong conclusion, it's because you want to. It ain't because I done put something out there that, causes you to draw that conclusion. So be ye mindful. Be ye mindful of all of that. I know Eddie Hearn ain't nobody, but he wasn't lying though. Because sometimes I be questioning. When I hear him talk, when I hear him in interviews, he's gotten better.
It's not that he can't articulate. The boy got a little speech impediment. That's it. Well, listen, he been working on it. Look like they sending him back to speech therapy. He getting better in front of, man. We gonna keep it 100% over here. The boy can articulate, and I'm not articulate, and I'm not gonna say he not no deep thinker. We don't know what's inside his head. Ain't nobody in there with him but him.
And just because he doesn't present it the way you think he should present it doesn't mean he's not a deep thinker. Like, the gall of him it was all the assumptions that he made that pissed me off. And again, I'm gonna say it again because somebody in the chat just said it. Ain't nobody, they glossing over this part. But he compared the man to Mike Tyson as if Tyson is some big dummy. He's different, but he ain't dumb. Like, I sure hope Tyson check him about that. I really hope he does.
Run him down.
Yeah, because that was just uncalled for. It was a bad.
Here for you to have made that assumption about Tank anyway, and I you know why he did it. It's because when Tank get up there and talk, he sound how he sound, and that's okay. Man, see, and I don't like the fact that he did that because I don't want that to take. Tank been talking.
Right.
Don't put that in him and make him feel like he not good enough or he can't do this well to talk to people. Shut the fuck up. Let this boy say whatever he want to say.
Right.
Because finally getting a chance to do that shit and saying the shit that he want to say.
Right. And it might take him a little while to get through it, but goddamn it, be patient. He gonna get it out. Okay, leave that man alone. He hasn't talked this much since he's been boxing, so he got to get used to it. That was a fucked up comment to make out loud. Like, some stuff you just don't say out loud. People don't understand that. It's some stuff you just don't say. Keep that shit to yourself. I could tell. It's a lot of stuff that me and BOXIANA talk about that never make it here. I mean, a lot of stuff. Some stuff you just don't say to everybody. Don't do that. Don't have some discernment.
They ain't got none. That's why we telling y'all to learn some.
Yeah. I didn't like that. What's up, Miss Knockout Boxing? Hey ladies, thank y'all so much for showing up. So is there any more Twitter tea, or we gonna get to these weigh-ins?
We can get to the weigh-in. I'm sure it's something that'll come up in between this time.
Okay, so y'all, it's a fight card, but it's not a big one. Oh, let me read the super chat before I get into that. Tevin Smith, he came back. He says, Eddie act like AJ don't be singing confused when he be talking.
Yeah, we do got some more Twitter tea before you go.
We sure damn do. Now, okay, let me ask you, because I heard this, but I wasn't sure. I haven't seen it anywhere, but I haven't been on social. Is it confirmed that AJ is going to be working with Derrick James?
Apparently, friend. Apparently.
Where are we getting this from? I need receipts.
I need to see some too.
Because Let us know, where did this come from? Who's confirming? All I know is they said AJ's coming to America, but who said he's gonna be in Derrick James's gym? Who said that? Who? I need to know. Somebody help me, please. Somebody help me, please. Because Derrick did, when the reporters was asking Derrick about it a couple of weeks ago, he didn't sound like he was like enthused. He made it very, very much known that he was just stopping through. He was just looking at the gym. He just ain't nothing. He made it very clear. So I'm trying to figure out who said this.
Friend, let me ask you a question. Do he look like a Derrick James fighter to you?
No, he doesn't. If he is going to be in the Derrick James camp, this is going. This may be his toughest challenge.
This is going to be another Marcus Brown. And I'm so glad Marcus Brown is not in that camp anymore, because didn't I tell y'all he did not fucking fit in the first place? This man does not fit into that camp. He needs to go over there where they take their shirts off and take pictures with Tyson Fury. He needs to be over there. They will be great together. They can do all that sass daddy shit that they be doing together. AJ likes to put on baby oil and water because we can see he don't be in that bitch working for real.
I don't know how I feel about this. Actually, I do know how I feel about this.
I do.
Not on board. I'm not on board with this. Did nobody call me to tell me this? Did nobody call me to discuss this with me? Nobody went over this with me and asked me my opinion.
He
I say no.
Bitch windmilling, fast daddying around. I'm tired, Derrick. Can we do this tomorrow?
I'm not gonna shit on AJ because there was a
my
time.
massage. It's time for my massage.
There was a time. There was a time that I liked AJ, y'all. There was a time. And if anybody can bring him back to some form of decency, it's Derrick James. But right now, I'm not finna go with that narrative because I need confirmation. I need Derrick James to say something.
Derrick James gonna have to go. You know that thing on Men in Black that Will Smith was blanking people's minds with? He gonna have to go flash him and start all the way over. Do you know how long that would take? He gonna have to teach him how to walk all over again. No. This needs to be a one fight deal. If you don't get through this first fight and listen to what I'm saying, it's a wrap. He is tarnishing the James name. I don't give a damn.
But this is the thing, though, and this is what AJ is going to have to grapple with at this point, in this juncture in his career. The coaching, the training carousel is up. You need to find you want somebody and stick with them, because you need a series of fights to get their tutelage under your belt anyway. So at this point, whoever he chooses, whoever is going to be his trainer, he needs to stick with them. He can't be no one and done, or one and we gonna one and try, and he gonna have to commit to him for the long haul. Okay. Now,
go ahead, friend, because I'm reading these comments and somebody, let me tell y'all, okay, great game. You know, typically I don't call people out on this show, but when I'm reading your comment, I want people to know who commented the comment. You said if Wilder can change, AJ can change.
Oh God. Oh dear Lord. Hold on. Just
I don't know why you said that.
Before you go.
I don't. Come on, man. Come back, friend. Come on, man. I'm gonna behave today. Because I really got a question and maybe you can answer me. Come on. You ready?
Yes.
What did Wilder change? Come back. I need somebody to answer.
I'm here.
What did Wilder change? He changed the same thing Marcus Brown changed. And when that competition gets stiffer, we gonna see. It is okay.
Friend. Come back, friend. Oh, come back. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna comment. No comment. No comments. No comments. All I know is, again, that's another rumor. That's another rumor that I am not going to rest my head on. I am not. They out here lying on Errol and Thurman. They out here lying on Derek and AJ. I need confirmation from the horse's mouth. I ain't, no. I'm not. No. No. Oh, Bella Faith, I'm so glad you came in and said that. Fulton versus Inouye. That's another one that I wanted to talk about. Friend, how you feel about this? Because I've seen a lot of folks like really just, I know they hadn't bothered and mad because ESPN always has Monster Inouye as they number one pound for pound fighter. I get it. I know. I think that's some bullshit. But I think y'all really be sleeping on Monster a little bit. How you feel about him and Fulton, friend?
I want to see that shit. I want to see that shit real fucking bad. Because I want to see if Inouye is that guy that they say he is. I gotta see it. I want to see it real bad. And if he that guy, I'm gonna give him all his credit. But cool boy, a little different.
It's a big talk. Well, it's a big task.
No, friend. I mean, he a big task for a little person like that.
No. I'm saying Fulton is a big task.
Yeah, they little though. It's a little bit.
They real little. They're real little.
122 pounds. My son, my 14-year-old, weigh about 140 pounds now, and he 14. Now he about 135 now, friend. He 14. So I can't imagine. I know what he was. I could still pick him up when he was 122 pounds. Like, put him on my hip. It was embarrassing to him, but I did it because that's my baby. But I couldn't have nothing that small. I'd be like, come on, baby. I'll put him on my hip and pack him around the house like a newborn.
Friend, don't. Jason, she muted herself. Mute her ass. She's out of pocket. She is. Of course she wouldn't be boxing. Wouldn't be the menace if she wasn't.
Bitch, I couldn't be that little. Friend, I call you all the time, and he be on my hip, and I just be holding him. Look at my baby, friend. He be so pissed off at me. Look at my little baby. I can't imagine nothing, man. My son he bigger than you. 122 pounds is little.
It is small. It's very small, but he's coming up from what, 118?
Yeah.
They all are very small. They all are very little. And our West says, I can't wait till y'all see Monster take care of Fulton. I'm riding with this one 100%. Okay, our West, jump on out there then. Jump on out there then. Listen, yes, Larry Lopez, I completely agree. That alone garners a little respect from me. Because what these other guys are doing at these higher weight classes, ain't it. And in a way, vacating his straps and moving up, you got to give him respect. I agree with that. I completely agree with that. People didn't think he was going to do that. He's exercising his right as the undisputed champion to go up in weight and to call out the other champion. And he wants that fight. So I can't do nothing but respect it. Whether he wins or loses, I don't see nobody else doing that. Nobody else is doing it. So kudos to him. And I really hope they get this fight made because it's going to be a huge, huge fight. Now, the question has been, Will the fight be here in the US since he's moving up and calling out a champion? Or will the fight be in Japan since he is the so-called bigger star?
He
What you
better take that shit over there to Japan and make their money. Better take that shit over there to Japan and make that fucking money. Why? I ain't finna let nobody play with my pockets. I'm gonna go with the real. Do I want to be over here? It'd be cool to fight in front of my family and my friends. But where is the bag? If I go to Japan and whoop this nigga in front of his people, the epicness of this, because he calls to them. But if I go over there and whoop him, now I got his fans. Now I'm they dude.
And depending on how the fight goes, the rematch will be in the US if it calls for one. So I think that's a win-win situation. Yes, he brings all of Japan out. He brings all of Japan out. There's going to be a nice bag, and the way Cool Boy's confidence is set up, I don't think he'll have a problem with that. I really don't. I don't think
Can
he's going to
you
have a
imagine
big deal.
going over to somebody's home country, beating their ass in front of all their people? Not like what Devin did. What Devin did was good, but Cambosis wasn't they dude.
Right.
In a way, it's they dude.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And
It would be like when Arrow went over there and beat up Kell Brook. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very similar, and he can do it. He definitely can do it. I think it's a great fight. What is that? 4 pounds? A 4 pound difference? I don't think in a way is. I think his power will translate up at 122. Um, but I will say this: if it's close, if it's any kind of close, he ain't gonna win. Fulton ain't gonna win if it's any kind of close. If he had the same fight with Monster that he had with Brandon Figueroa, he not gonna win it in Japan. It's gonna have to be a decisive win, very decisive win. So I think that's a great fight. Big ups to Monster Inoue for getting it done, for coming here, for not coming here, but for moving up and making that request known. I wish a lot of other fighters in other weight classes would follow his lead. Okay, I wish. Go ahead. What was you finna say?
where you think they gonna have Tank and Ryan?
Probably in Vegas. Vegas or Atlanta.
You know what I'm starting to think about these Vegas fights?
What, girl?
Don't nobody want to fight in Vegas no more. They do.
When's the last time Vegas had a big fight?
They ain't had none. We've been having them all. Atlanta and DC. They've been having some shit over there in DC.
And in New York.
In
At
New
the
York.
Barclays. At the Barclays.
Like, people don't want to go to Vegas and spend all their bread. You
Because
know,
that's a lot.
shit. We were just talking about like the shit seats versus Spence versus Crawford. People were like $8,000, $9,000 for some tickets. I wish the absolute fuck I would.
I'm thinking Atlanta. Where you think?
I ain't gonna cap to you. They gonna have to find something. That's gonna be a turnout. And somebody made a good point. Niggas ain't even gonna be paying their rent to go to that fight. The car note ain't getting paid that month. The kids ain't got no diapers. They were using paper towels and plastic bags. Okay. So with that being said, they gotta put that shit in a big enough place to house all the people, but they ain't gonna do it in Vegas.
I don't think it's gonna be in Vegas either. If it's on the West Coast, it'll probably be in LA.
I'm thinking California, friend.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that because Tank is well received there, and supposedly, Ryan will be well received there too because he's from right outside of Los Angeles. So yeah, I'm thinking Staples Center. I'm thinking Staples Center. Tank was the last boxing match in that arena before they changed it because we still say Staples Center, but it's called something else. And I remember because he came out in Laker colors that night. So I'm thinking if that fight happens, because that's still a big if to me too. I don't think that fight is happening. I just really don't. But
I
if you do, I don't.
I do.
I think Ryan is gonna pull a fast one. I don't think he want that smoke. I don't.
I think people have boosted him up enough to
Mm. He believed the foolishness.
he believe it. I think it's gonna happen. It's too planned out. People are already talking about it. They coming, they going. This ain't gonna think of imagine like this fight, how big this fight actually is. Excuse me. Tank's fights, those celebrities are in the building.
Very much so. This is the other interesting thing, which is why I don't believe this fight is happening. Not when they say it's happening anyway. Because now what I know for sure, I don't know who the opponent is gonna be, but Errol has spoken and said he's fighting in April. I don't know if I see them putting on Tank and EJ in the same month.
I think it's gonna be in June.
Okay. Either
But
May or June. 'Cause
No, it ain't gonna be in May because I'm hearing Loma and Devin.
oh, okay. Well, it could be because they don't fight for the same network.
No, but Devin and Loma is a big fight. Ryan and Tank is a big fight.
Yeah.
So why stretch the? You know what I'm saying? They gonna want all monies involved.
Well, if that's the case, then what'd you say, June?
I'm thinking June, friend.
Hmm.
I'm thinking the summer.
Mm. Yeah, summer.
Cause don't
Ooh,
come back in
ooh, ooh. What'd you say? Who?
Canelo come back in May. I
Yeah,
think
he normally fights in May. But you know what else I was thinking when you said summer? I'm thinking, ooh, Miami Nights.
Miami up there with Vegas though, friend. Like
Is it
literally.
expensive like that? Okay.
Yeah, Miami is up there.
Okay.
I'm thinking like you said, Cali is gonna be probably the spot
Yeah.
because they're gonna break the people, but not break them like we think they're gonna break them. So yeah.
And you know what? Another thing too. I don't know because I read your comment, rolling in the photo. He says Loma is stalling, man, and he is. You remember we just came out. Loma said he need like 7 months to get ready for Devin. That's gonna put us in what, August?
You know what? After Loma looked at that, Loma is a big. Loma is a little boy compared to Devin. Devin is a big old boy.
For Loma, and I don't think he wants that fight.
I don't think he want to fight him either. He looked at him. He say, "Oh well, shit. I don't know.
You heavyweight.
Yeah, hell no. I don't want to fight this big Amazonian boy. Put me in a ring with somebody else."
You know what, GD? That's a really good question. Is Devin versus Loma a pay-per-view fight?
On ESPN Plus, you can guarantee it.
You think it's gonna be a pay-per-view?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
very much so.
All right. Has Loma had a pay-per-view before?
It's been a while. I think Tiafimo and Loma fought on ESPN Plus.
Okay. Well, we shall see. So let's get into the fights this weekend. We running loud, child. Okay, so this weekend,
No, apparently not. But I'm thinking
what's
Loma,
up, Bia? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think Loma, and maybe they didn't.
I don't
Maybe
think he has.
the TV.
I don't think Loma has ever fought on pay-per-view. And I don't believe Devin has fought on a traditional pay-per-view. So I don't know if this fight is going to be ESPN pay-per-view. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if we just gotta address the times of pay-per-view, like people gonna have to get real. Cause the more shit in life go up, the more people are going to stop buying these pay-per-views because they're trying to sustain in daily life. Because goddamn gas and oh no, fuck the gas.
Groceries.
A carton of eggs that I saw in HEB was $9.02.
Okay, I don't know where y'all getting y'all's eggs at because now my eggs ain't that high yet.
I see My eggs that I bought was $6.
Okay, that ain't made it to me just yet.
And but
Good
hold
God,
on,
I mean $6.
$6. The ones I really wanted was $9.02. And I was not paying $10 for no eggs. Cause I work out and I need my protein. So I'm like, okay, well, get the eggs. So I'm like, nah, I ain't getting these cheap motherfucking eggs. I don't like white eggs. I like brown
I
eggs.
love brown eggs. I
I
don't buy white eggs. Okay.
I don't buy no white eggs. But $6 is what I just paid. But the ones I wanted was $9
At HEB?
at HEB. $9. The thing, a thing of turkey sausage used to be $2.99. That motherfucker is almost $3.99 now. Oh yeah, baby, I've been looking at all. I'm like, now shit. What y'all want? Do you want me to have some fun in life, or you just want me to be able to eat? Which one are you want me to do?
And it's crazy that you said that, because somebody said it's a drought on eggs. It's a shortage on eggs. A couple of months ago, I was looking for some turkey pastrami, and it was a short. They didn't have no turkey pastrami in HEB either, and that's my favorite. They didn't have, so the turkeys is a shortage on turkeys. It's a shortage on eggs.
But
It was
okay, so I got a question. Cause VJ asked this question all the time. They got all these chicken places in all these chicken cities. You can go to any city and find a chicken joint, right? Yes, friend. Yeah,
yes.
pretty much. You can pretty much go to any city. And how the fuck you ain't got no eggs, but y'all got chicken for all these fucking restaurants?
Cause they ain't letting the damn hens lay the eggs. They just slaughtering them because they have damn wing shortage. They trying to get the wing. You remember they had such a wing shortage? Damn wing stop turned into thigh stop.
I stop. I remember that, bro.
What in the world is going on here?
Bro, Mac ate it. Friend, why you say that? Why you say that? Why you say that? Why you say that? Come back, friend. Why you say that?
We almost made it through a whole show.
We did.
And you said you was gonna do better a little bit. So this was good. So we at the end of
I
the
did
show.
good. I didn't go all the way in. I didn't.
You
I
did.
didn't. It's true though, friend. Where the hell is all? Where's the chicken and the eggs coming from? Cause I'm not. No, go ahead.
Phenomenal Mexican says, you seen the zone lost money, Nello ain't selling people. We've been saying that for years.
Yeah.
We've been saying that for years. And I'm very curious to know who his next opponent in May is gonna be.
John Ryder. I bet.
And there you have it. That's why they bankrupt. That is why they're bankrupt now. So, you know what, Tevin Smith? He said,
I read it. I wanted it. You can't put. You know what? Maybe not at Big T, but I'm sure it's somebody out there in their goddamn parking lot with them in their trunk.
listen, I don't know what's going on with these groceries, but it is out of control. It's completely out of hand at this point. I don't wish no $6 and $9 eggs on nobody. That's a bit much.
A pack of meat is expensive, friend. Like it's $10 where it used to be $5.
What is going on here?
We ain't they keep having all these people telling us we ain't having enough babies, and all these folks is eating all this shit. I watched my 600-pound life, and I watched a lady push a goddamn whole box of chicken back by herself. She had crumbs and everything.
No, ma'am.
Vacuumed up the crumbs.
No, ma'am.
She did. Why you ate that whole box of chicken? I wanted some chicken. I'm sure you might have wanted some chicken too.
Speaking of chicken, today I was driving along minding my own business, and my best friend and we're gonna have brunch tomorrow, and we're going to this place called Harold's. But I thought it was Harold's, the Harold's that Cece and Black had gone to, that she talked about, that's from Chicago, right? But it's actually a restaurant, sit down restaurant, fine dining experience. Let me say that. So we're doing that tomorrow. But I was driving today, and guess what I saw? I couldn't believe my eyes. There was a Harold's Chicken Shack in my vicinity. It was some good ass chicken. I ain't gonna even front and lie. Now, friend, do you eat chicken on the bone?
No.
Okay, you just like my best friend. She don't eat chicken on the bone either. I love chicken on the bone. Harold's had some damn good chicken. It was a little bit salty, but I like the flavor. And they have crinkle cut fries. You know, there's a special place in my heart for restaurants that serve crinkle cut fries. I was now they was high. Speaking of, because the 2-piece was $10.99, I was like, $10.99? A 2-piece and
Baby,
some
I
fries.
that shit sitting on that goddamn counter so fast.
A 2-piece and some fries was $10.99. Okay, let me get back to boxing. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, I just thought I'd put that out there. It wasn't Frenchie's, but it was decent. It was good. It's a good alternative.
How big was these $10 pieces of chicken?
Regular. They had a little steroidage to them because you know they wasn't churches big, but they was nice. But
That had to been the bougiest chicken ever served for 2 pieces for $10.
yeah, I had the mild sauce, Rolo. I had the mild sauce. It was good. It was good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about no food now. Yeah, if y'all don't know, I'm greedy. I love to eat. Like it's one of my favorite pastimes. So the chicken was legit. It was legit. It's just a little bit salty, but it was legit. But $10.99 threw my head back a little bit. I was like, okay. Anyway, back to boxing, y'all. So there will be 2 fights coming on at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, ESPN, 2 heavyweight fights. But there's going to be some undercard stuff that's on ESPN Plus. And I did want to touch on a few of the undercards that are happening because 2 of them are focusing on 2 of the young guys that we talk about coming up. So there are featherweights. Bruce Shoo Carrington. He's a flyweight. I'm sorry. Is he a flyweight or featherweight? I don't know. He 128. Say it again.
He a featherweight, I think. Fly is 118.
Okay. So Shushu is fighting. He's fighting a man from Fort Worth, Texas, named Juan Lopez, who probably gonna get beat up because Shushu look good. Shushu look real good on the scale. He came in at 128, and Juan Lopez came in at 127 and a half. So that fight is gonna be on the ESPN Plus undercard. And also, Brian Norman Jr. is making his debut on Top Rank as well. Welterweight, he came in at 148. And he is fighting, I can't pronounce this man's name, Hispanic guy. I don't know. I'm not going to butcher this man's name. But if y'all going to be watching, you want to watch the undercard for those 2 gentlemen, should be decent work for them. But in the main event, in the co-feature, our guy, our good buddy, our good, funny, hilariously witty brother, Johnny Rice. He's gonna be fighting a fella from Italy named Guido. Yeah, he fighting a Guido. Like some folks think that's a derogatory term, but there are actual people in Italy named Guido, and Johnny is fighting one. His name is Guido Vianello. Okay, Johnny Big Ass came in at 274 pounds. Okay, 274 pounds. That's big. It's a lot of man. Ironically, my friend says he's smaller than what he was in his last fight.
He's in shape to be as big as he is, because I follow Johnny on TikTok. All Johnny do is eat, be with their wife, and gamble. That's it. I see him work out sometimes.
Well,
he looked good though.
He didn't look bad.
He ain't had no bunch of titties this time. And he looked in his stomach, looked in shape, but he didn't look flabby like he looked in his last fight. So he been doing something. But he
well, he's still a little big. still he way bigger than his opponent. My only thing is Johnny best be careful because I don't want him to get in there and tire himself out in round 1 and 2 and maybe 3 and don't get the knockout, and then Guido has a little stamina and fatigue makes cowards of us all. When you tired and can't defend yourself, you'll be in a little bit of trouble. So I'm hoping Johnny is not going in there to play. I'm hoping he gets this man up out of there because he's like a lot heavier than Guido. So I'm going with Johnny and the small breasts in that fight. Who you going with, friend?
Now, you be talking about me. Wait. You be talking about me. But what did you just say?
What I say?
Because what you said was you going with the titties.
Did I say with the titties? Did I say that out loud?
I know goddamn well.
Did I say it out loud?
So it ain't just me. So I just want y'all to know, hey, I just want y'all to know that it is her too. Okay, so I'm hopefully my husband off the road.
I see. Let it in.
My brain got tied up. I'm gonna go. That Italian, he big, friend, and he looks solid. I can't choose. Do I have to choose? Like for real?
You do, and you do. Mm-hmm.
Go with Johnny, man. I'm lying, but I'm going. I'm gonna go with Johnny. I just hope that Johnny don't get tired, because if Johnny get tired, it's gonna be round 4. And that big old Italian just gonna stud. And what's that word you use? Stud on up. He just gonna stud on up.
Bless the fish say the big ragu gonna be coming through. Man, look. I hope Johnny gone and don't play no games with Guido and go on and get him on up out of there. Because the longer the fight goes on, no,
the more chances you got to be stressed out on your back. And us standing over you like, God damn, Johnny, why you let him knock you out like that?
Just saying,
I don't want it to be like that, Johnny.
I don't either.
You better get in there and windmill.
For your life.
Just hit him. Just keep hitting him right in the belly button.
Stop right there before you say anything else about a belly button. Stop right there. Because I know you. I know you. Okay, so the last fight of the night, the last fight of the evening, the main event. And I'm very intrigued about this. So we have F.A. Ajagba and we have Stephen Big Shot Shaw. And Big Shaw is stepping in. Big Shot Shaw is stepping in as a replacement. So F.A. came in at 235 and a quarter. And Stephen came in at 239 and a half. Okay. F.A. looked lean and Big Shaw did not. Okay. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I'm not too familiar with him to know if he's in the best shape, but I would bet he's not. He's not in the best shape that he could possibly be in. But I do know he's a skilled boxer from all that I've heard. So it's gonna be interesting because FA ain't just spectacular to me. So this is gonna be a very interesting fight. The other thing that I wanted to say, and this is a little bit off topic, but I have to throw this in here while it's on my heart. At the weigh-in, okay, so fellas, at the weigh-in, when they finish weighing in and then they on the scale and they do this and they flex. So Stephen, honey, men, I know y'all don't be wanting to shave under your arm. Some men don't have a problem with it, but you don't have to shave under there. But Big Shot, I appreciate the fact that you had deodorant on. I do. I appreciate that. But them big clumps of deodorant that get stuck in that underarm hair in that pit up under there like that, no, no. No, let's go ahead on and get some men's nair and get that out up there. Okay. You don't have it, ain't got to be bare like a swimmer. It don't have to be like that. But get some of that, clean that off a little bit. Because them crunchy pieces of deodorant that was stuck up off in there, I couldn't even concentrate because that's all I saw. It was looking at me. It took over the whole way in. Them clumps of deodorant under that armpit like that. I don't like that. Okay, so y'all, that's my tip for the day for the men folks. They have men's nair for stuff just like that. You use your armpits, your genitalia area, clean that up. Okay, as far as the fight is concerned, I don't know. I can't call it. I don't know. I want to say Big Shot. I'm gonna go with Big Shot. I'm gonna say Big Shot is gonna do his thing and put himself in a great position. This is a great position for him. He fighting on ESPN. He in the main card. He was a replacement. They're not expecting him to win, but if he wins, he'll insert himself into some conversations. Okay, I'm done, friend. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Mr. Cotton Balls. I'm gonna go with Mr. Cotton Balls. Cause I don't know, friend, the shit look like snow.
Did you see that?
In a winter forest. I promise you.
Oh my God.
It looked like snow in a dark winter forest. I was like, God damn, like,
oh my
God. How much hair is stuck up in there? Like,
oh my God.
You know, it had to been a bunch of hair under there for deodorant to be packed on there. Like,
it was packed up in there. I was like,
what deodorant do you use? I know they got some clear deodorant. You still using powder. That's powder.
Say, man, that's Air Extra Dry plus baby powder. You know how your mama raised your arms up and put that baby powder under there?
Oh,
that's what that was.
It's Tootsie, friend. You remember this?
You rubbed that in?
You rubbed that shit in.
It's
white on the ends. I don't like none of that.
But like I said, I ain't roasting him. I promise I'm not, because I do appreciate the fact that he got deodorant on under there. But that hair holds odor. So get rid of some of that. So we don't have to see them clumps and shit. Like,
it smell like Sean Porter in there.
Yeah, we finna go. Cause what Sean smell like, friend? What is he?
A old summer day. You know how when you go to the pool and you get wet a few times, but the clothes dry and they have that smell.
The mildew. Okay, we gone. We gone. We gone. No, I don't want him to be musty. Now that I don't want. No, the bull. I'm not saying he stink. I'm saying he's really trying to keep himself from stinking, because it's like he put a whole roll.
Because their hair stink. That's probably been under there since 1995. That shit is thick.
Y'all, it was like really thick. I want y'all to go back and watch that weigh in and watch when he does that. I was like, now I know damn well that's a whole container of Air Extra Dry on one armpit. Like, it's a lot. Y'all go back and watch it. I ain't even being funny. Go back and watch it. Men, get you some Nair for men, okay? Your woman will appreciate it, okay?
And y'all, I don't know who made this whole trend of appreciating your body hair and bleaching it and dyeing it colors and different stuff, but if your hair on your head is black, you don't need to have a blonde beard or a blonde underarms, or you know what I'm saying? The girls is doing it, friend. They're dyeing
blonde underarms.
They're dyeing it all kind of colors, weird colors too. But if you don't match it like that, like if you have a blonde hair, don't have a blonde beard. Blonde beards are strange. It's giving Cisco in reverse, and I don't like that. So I just, it's disgusting. We need to get together, men. Like, y'all do this for a living. This is your job to look professional. Like,
We're gonna start giving tips every Friday. We just gonna give men tips every Friday. Okay. Now listen, men. Yeah, I know we giving y'all tips, but if you have a woman, have the conversation with her. Cause she might like all of it. I don't know. And I don't think nobody I know.
or don't nobody want to be laid up under your arm and that goddamn hair under your fucking arm is scraping her goddamn neck and shoulders.
Do you know how many crumbs gonna be in your bed?
Can you imagine them doodle balls of deodorant rolling around in your bed because he didn't move and then you didn't squish
All
that?
that grit no.
That shit stink. Not enough shampoo and conditioner will get the smell out of them armpits.
No.
They smell like Sean Porter, and I want him to shave that shit off. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. I hope y'all.
Thanks for coming out. God bless and good night. I mean, hey, hit the like button on your way out if you haven't already, please. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already. And share the episode.
Okay, because I don't know if y'all looking or not, but before y'all leave out of here, I want y'all to go stop and take a look at our subscribers, y'all.
We're growing.
Out the door and just take a look at us that we only been doing this for a year and 1 month. We like really just now starting to do our thing. Like we get new followers literally every freaking day, y'all. So shout out to y'all for building. Well, shout out to y'all. Shout out to us for making y'all want to come watch because we can't do shit without each other. We a team. So y'all keep coming. Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. And we're going to keep doing this same shit. And
we'll see y'all Friday. No, we'll see y'all Sunday.
Yes,
we'll see y'all Sunday. Because we're going to discuss what happens. We're going to see if Guido makes it out alive. Well, makes it out the round. We're going to see. I'm going to see if somebody show this to Big Shot. And maybe, the pits will be a little cleaner come tomorrow. Either way, we'll see y'all Sunday to talk about it all and anything else that comes up between now and then. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all Sunday. Peace.